folks, Species 7 here, and welcome back to Maritime Search and Rescue. Yes, indeed. Time to set out once again on the Herman Marweta and see where it takes us. Hey there, Herman. We've done all of Highway to Heligoland. We've done right down to here on No 2 Days Are Ever the Same. True enough, let me tell you from personal experience, that is the way it goes in the Coast Guard. So, pan for La Vida. Last time up we did Catastrophe, or Cat-astrophe, as they have here. They seem quite fond of that sort of thing. Where we rescued some surfer dude type Americans on a catamaran that, well, really should have hired a professional skipper, because they were worse than useless. They were a menace to themselves and pretty much everyone else out on the water. So this time around we have pan for La Vita. Really? Now La Vita is the life. The pan could be referring to a type of Asian vessel. I don't know. Why don't we just leap right in? A sailing yacht. The La Vita is sending a distress signal. Run aground, she has. She's sinking. We've lost all radio comm just shortly after. Can you prevent the yacht from going under? If there is no chance of saving her, the only option remaining is to tow her into shallower water. Pump and tow. Well, I'm kind of hoping they get on with a few of the other type of things. Like, I don't think we put a fire out since we left, geez, possibly the first or second mission. But let's get underway, shall we? I hope everybody's doing well. It is now into August for all you younger folk. Ha ha. You got less than a month and you're back to school for another 10 months.
We wish to report an emergency.
Here we
Herman
go.
Marweta, Songen. We're listening.
The sailing yacht La Vita has reported on VHF Channel 16 that the ship is taking on huge amounts of water after running aground.
Uh-oh.
They need help urgently. Can you come?
What's the position?
I'm afraid I don't have any information on her position. We suppose she's somewhere between Skidgat and Heligoland.
This isn't an ideal start, but we're on our way.
And we are indeed on our way. And I think what I'm going to start doing here now, guys, because they really kind of, you know, the first few missions were sort of just outside the harbor kind of thing, comparatively. I mean, to what a big place this can be. Since then, though, it really does seem like we're kind of needing to go much further. So I'm going to start doing things like, well, once we sort of get turned into position, more or less. Okay, I think we've got to go all the way around the outside. I'm going to speed things up a little bit. 4x. There we go. Now we are absolutely zoomity zoom. It kind of takes away from it a little bit, but at the same token, if we don't pay too close attention, we could just think really spry little boat on our hands, which of course isn't exactly the case. Yeah. Now I know if you get a radio call, it kicks it back to normal time. What I'm not 100% sure of, let's see what happens if I just simply back off the throttle. I don't think so, because you'll notice it's still bouncing up and down at what I'm pretty sure is 4 times the speed. Alright, but we will certainly get to our rescue point a lot quicker this way. Although, like I said, the boat does look, especially in slightly choppy seas, well, just a little ridiculous. Wee! Yippee! Yeah, reminds me of a really early RC model that I did. The first RC boat I ever had. Well, actually, no, the second one. The first one I ever had, believe it or not, was a submarine. Yeah, you couldn't actually take it out in a lake or anything, because it actually had about a 6-foot antenna with a little float on it. And the problem was, if you dive too deep, Yeah, you guessed it. As soon as the top of that antenna goes underwater, you no longer have a radio-controlled submarine. You simply have a expensive chunk of... oh, we're entering the search grid here.
Herman Marita, we're starting our search for the Levita.
Copy. Decide yourselves how you want to search.
She can't be too far.
Please bear in mind, winds will be picking up in the hour.
Uh-oh.
They might be gale force by tomorrow.
We'll work as fast as possible.
Hey, well that sounds kind of perky, guys. We might be getting a little bit in the way of some decent seas here. Now, I really don't know where these guys might be, and they did not give us the option this time. I don't believe. No, not really. I don't see any way we could, you know, call in the rescue helicopter or anything like that. I'm just sort of going on the fact that when we first came in, I did notice something floating on the horizon here. So, we're going to take a little wiggle over to that. Let's go up to 2x speed for a moment. Hey, that doesn't look too goofy, does it? You could almost handle that. You just think she's slightly choppier seas. Alright, I can handle that, sure. We'll prepare to shake her back down to normal. I'll have to look and see if there's an actual key command for that at any point. Now, has that little speck turned out to be nothing in particular, or what? Because I don't think I've seen it for a while, and we're getting outside of our search range. Aha! There we go. What's that? What's that? That could be her. Really should be some sort of a, I don't know, a radar maybe? You know, would make a little more sense. Well, before we get too close, I just want to check. Okay. Every once in a while you'll notice things like the one towing mission, where if you don't really pay attention to what they've told you or what appears in your log, you can end up failing a mission. Right? In that case, they clearly told you she was not in condition to tow until the tide changed, but you were more than welcome to throw a rope on her and try. Of course, like I said, you'd fail the mission. Boy, I'm really hoping all these little bits and things I see here, that one of these turns out to be what we're actually looking for. Alright, the main map is of little to no value at this point. Well, I hope we find something soon here. We're gonna have to cook it along a little. And we are once again reaching the outside edges of the boundary. Huh. Well, well, well. There is a vessel there, but... Would that be her?
I can see
Indeed.
the yacht. She's already deep underwater.
Does it still make sense to pump her out?
Alright. Does it still make sense to pump her out? Well, I guess we'll find out. It's thinking I have to act quickly and try and save her with pumps. Well, somebody apparently thinks it still makes sense, so let's get over into range and see how they feel about getting pumped. Oh boy, that's a sailing yacht? She don't look like too much of that's poking out of the water anymore. Kind of wondering where the crew might be. I'm also wondering if this wind picks up. You can see that gale moving in. If it picks up, how are they going to feel about us being this close? Alright. There we go. Let's get her pumped out. Keep our distance. We're sitting above... Looks like about almost 9 meters of water underneath our keel, so we should be good. How that thing is so far under, I don't know. Let's play on the radio.
This is Foreman Songen. Can you hear me, Levita?
Nothing.
Hopeless. The radio's out.
Alright. I think it might be time to put this baby in the water. Oh yeah, you can see the seas are starting to come up, eh? Boy, oh boy. That's not good. Not at all. But I don't see anyone in the water. And she's definitely coming up, alright. It's kind of odd, this, our little rescue craft almost seems to cut through the water more than over it, which, by the way, inflatable boats, no they don't. It's one of the reasons the Coast Guard uses them, is because with an experienced skipper on board, even the roughest sea is no challenge because the boat stays above the water. So, here we go. Yes?
What? The pump's not pumping anymore. There's too much water in the salon.
Uh-oh.
We can't prevent her from sinking anymore.
Can we moor alongside her?
No, I don't want to do that with such a large sailing yacht.
Yeah, she'll pull us over.
We'll have to tow her to shallow waters. I hope we're not too late.
Mooring buoy RT-1 is near here. It's in the shallow waters of the Witt Cliff. Let's take her there.
Alright.
Bremen to Foreman Songen. Bremen to Songen.
What's up?
We've just received a report that the Levita has sunk.
Damn it. Lousy performance.
What? Oh. We didn't get her, guys. Alright. Obviously, we need to get in there really close to her. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna see if we can't get that right this time, shall we? Alright. We will try this once again, folks. I'm just going to immediately set out.
We wish to report an emergency.
Herman Marita, Songen. We're listening.
The sailing yacht Levita has reported on VHF Channel 16 that the ship is taking on huge amounts of water after running aground. They need help urgently. Can you come?
What's the position?
I'm afraid I don't have any information. We suppose she's somewhere between Skitgat.
This isn't an ideal start, but we're on our way.
Okay, here we go. Let's try this again. I'm going to get there as quickly as I can, guys, just to, you know, not make this any more painful than it already has been, considering the travel time. So there you go. I'm going to ignore the buoys, ignore all of that stuff. I don't think we've actually ever run aground yet. Don't intend to start now, so... And I have a, if it spawns in the same place, we have a little bit more of an idea where that vessel's going to be as well. We also know we want to get up really close to her. So, yeah. I wonder if that was the Fat Susie. Like I say, forgive my cutting across waters. I probably should be going the large end around of, but I really, really, really want to sort of get back to where we were, at least. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, we do cover a heck of a lot more water there.
Marita, we're starting our search for the Levita.
Copy. Decide yourselves how you want to search.
She can't be too far.
Please bear in mind, Winds will be, they might be gale force.
We'll work as fast as possible.
Oh, on fast speed, it kind of fasts up the dialogue menu too, so that you end up missing most of it. There you go. Something I had not realized. Now I'm going to assume that's her, right? Hopefully.
I can see the yacht. She's already deep underwater.
Does it still make sense to pump her out?
I'm going to try and get a heck of a lot closer here. Because you'll notice she's not as far under as she was the last time. Of course, I also don't know if, no, that's not what I want, sorry. I want to go first person. And, whew, fall over. Object not within, okay. How about... No way. Alright. Let's, we can't get in a little closer here. Better? Let's try that. Back into first person. It may also be too that they don't actually want us doing this at this point. So, if that's the case. Ah, we got her. Oops. And then instead of tying it up, we threw the other end of the rope in the water. There we go. Alright, we're roped in. Let's see what they have to say. Let's check our logbook. Have to act quickly and try and save her with the pumps. That's still open. Okay. But they are still pumping. And she is attached to us should we need to take her in.
Wait.
Yeah, here we go.
What?
The pump's not pumping anymore. There's too much water in the salon. We can't prevent her from sinking anymore.
Can we moor alongside her?
No, I don't want to do that with such a large sailing yacht.
Then we'll have to tow her to shallow waters. I hope we're not too late.
Mooring buoy RT1 is near here. It's in the shallow waters of the Wit Cliff. Let's take her there.
Okay, new logbook entry. Pump is not pumping. The buoy are okay. We gotta make for this buoy as quick as we can. We are hooked up, are we not? Yes, we are, according to that, anyway. There we go. And she is coming with us. Why is the green arrow blinking? Oh, wind's picking up. 21 knots. Beautiful. We're heading right into the gale. I'm not fond of that. Not at all. Come on, baby. How are we doing? Oh my goodness. See, I don't know that I'd actually even be trying to tow that thing like that, but there you go. I just don't want to lose her. So I think, well, we are farther than we were the last time. I guess the issue was we should have just come in closer right away so that we could have thrown a rope on it. obviously we had the amazing hindsight on that one to rely on. We could look at our error and go, okie dokie. That's probably the marker buoy we want, the buoy that we want. Oh my. We're up to 25 knot winds and we've got lightning coming in. So. Shallow water buoy, I got a feeling we got to get in a heck of a lot closer than we are. Oh, she's a little more stubborn to drive. Here we are. Oh, that is the one we need. Beautiful.
There's buoy RT1. This should at least make salvaging the yacht easier later on if she sinks.
Too bad for such a beautiful ship.
Don't blame yourself. The signal came much too late. No position information. The entire salon full of textiles floating around it. That's not easy to pump out. You chose the best solution.
I'm not so sure.
Mayday! 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 Cargo ship Swenya requesting aid. Can anyone hear me? Mayday! 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 Cargo ship Swenya requesting aid. Can anyone hear me? Mayday! Mayday! Mayday!
Mayday. This is the Herman Marvita. We hear you, Svenja.
Mayday!
Yeah, we heard
Got a
that part.
fire in the aft.
Oh god.
It looks really nasty.
Alright, well guys, I think we're going to leave her here for the moment. We've got another mission coming up, and looks like we actually got what I wanted, and that's to put a fire out. It also looks like we're going to do it in a heck of a storm. So, I think until we meet again out on the open oceans, this has been Species 7. Take care of each other, folks. There goes the foghorn. Things are getting nasty. And, well, ciao for now.